Well, today we're looking at to work out which will is best for me to build on my website, on our law firm's website. So I see here that we have 4 different types of wills. There is a mutual will, which is everything to mum, everything to dad. And there's another mutual will over here, there we go, which is all to mum, all to dad, and dad to mum. It goes to each other. So if you die, everything goes to your wife, and she's your executor named in the will. But if she dies first, you get everything, and the executor runs accordingly. Well, that's for mutual wills. But there's 2 different choices of mutual wills. One is for people who want to gain additional tax advantages, and one here for people that don't. So from a tax perspective, it's always better to build a 3-generational testamentary trust wills. But they cost more. It's cheaper to do just a simple will. But if you want tax planning, then it's better to build a 3-generational testamentary trust will. They contain many, many different advantages. So let's just have a look at the different advantages. The first is the tax advantage. And there it is. To the tax man I leave, there is the 4 death duties: capital gains tax, stamp duty, income tax, and the 17% or 32% tax on your superannuation for your concessional contribution. With a 3-generational testamentary trust and a superannuation testamentary trust, which this will give you, you will generally wash those all down to 0. Now, the additional benefits you have are these additional trusts. So you've had the 3-generational testamentary trust. It does one thing: it saves tax. The superannuation testamentary trust washes out the 17 to 32% tax on your super. There's also bankruptcy trusts. So if one of your children or beneficiaries is bankrupt at the time of your death, they don't get anything until they finish being bankrupt. The 4th type of trust is a maintenance trust. So let's say that your child is under 18 when you die. Then this maintenance trust still allows for the children to have money for toilet paper, for school fees, for food, shelter, accommodation, and even a car to get to university with. So it's a very widely drafted maintenance trust, allowing money to still flow through as the executors see fit. But also has some other benefits, such as if you have spendthrift children, you can dial up the age of majority. You could increase the age of majority to, say, 99 years of age, in which case the money will sit in a maintenance trust, and the money will be drip-fed to that spendthrift as they need it, as the executors deem fit. Also, if you have alcoholic children or alcoholic beneficiaries or drug affected or also mentally challenged, then the maintenance clause works for all of those people. Very, very comprehensive, and this type of will deals with everything, not just tax. Let's have a look now at the mutual will for mum and dad, and I've got here worth under $1 million. So these people are probably not wealthy, and potentially they don't need the additional benefits of testamentary trusts. So there it is there. If you want to build that particular document, press build now. Well, that's mutual. Let's go through it again. All to mum, but if mum's dead, then it dies first, then all to dad, and each other's your executors. So that's pretty much a happy couple. You could be married, you could be gay, you could be a de facto relationship. It makes no difference. If you die, you leave everything to your life partner, but if your life partner dies first, that person leaves everything to you. Mutual. Tax effective, not tax effective. Well, what about if your husband has died, or you never got married, or you don't want to leave everything to your spouse or your husband? Then you need to prepare up single wills. Now, there are 2 types of single wills. One has tax advantage planning, and the other doesn't. And again, there's a difference in cost. If you're wealthy, or you don't want to pay tax, then you will build a 3-generation testamentary trust, single testamentary trust. And again, it deals with the 4 different de facto death duties, and it contains the maintenance trust, the bankruptcy trust, the superannuation testamentary trust, and the 3-generational testamentary trust. Or if you don't have many assets and don't want to pay that sort of money to have 3 generational testamentary trusts in your will, then you can just build a non-estate planning or just a simple single will. And there is no testamentary trust. Now, if you need a hand, just telephone us. We're a law firm and we can help you answer questions as to whether you should have or shouldn't have testamentary trusts. Also speak to your financial advisor, an accountant. They are experts in this area. They are trained with money, and if you have money, then I would strongly recommend proper estate planning, and that is a 3 generational testamentary trust will. Otherwise, telephone us and we'll be happy to give you a hand. We're a law firm and therefore we can give legal advice. Enjoy.